Happy Monday, everyone. Okay, so in today's Monday moment, I wanted to talk to you about what evidence you need to make your case a winning case in an auto accident, car crash, personal injury case. And so the idea of a win is one thing, but you need to set yourself up for success so that you can, present a strong case. And I think that starts from the moment that you're actually in an accident. And so evidence can come in many, many different forms. So it can be document evidence, testimony evidence, things like that. So from the accident itself, you want to make sure that you're taking photos, and then you're able to have a spot where you can print those photos up and ultimately use them if needed, both for settlement or for trial itself. And then additionally, if there's witnesses that stopped, you want to make sure you get witness statements, that you get their contact information too, which is going to be name, phone number, cell phone, and then also an email address as well, because their recollection is also going to help you as another form of evidence in the long run too. Now, one thing too that you can't do in trial would be to say, well, I have this witness, but the witness just wrote something down. They wrote a letter down. So you want to make sure then too that the witness can actually come in and testify to that letter, because if not, then it would be considered hearsay, and then the other party could try to keep it out. And then additionally too, you want to think about your lost wages. So when you miss time at work and then you end up having to use PTO, sick time, personal time, what have you, you want to make sure you're tracking that. So track that from the beginning of when you start going to the emergency room to going to your physical therapy, your chiropractic, your massage, your injections, other things like that. You want to make sure that you're tracking those lost wages. Track those via, a calendar, but also your paycheck. And then also too, the other thing that you can do is always get your boss to sign an affidavit of the amount of time that you've missed and how much you make, things like that. And then as well too, one of the big pieces of evidence is going to be how injured were you? And the way that's tracked is going to be via your medical bills and records. And so you want to make sure that you have a detailed analysis of your medical bills and records as well. And then additionally too, you want to make sure that you are using things like the damages to your vehicle itself, because that may come up as that, hey, the damages to your vehicle weren't actually that bad. Well, what you can do then is use your vehicle repair records as evidence to show, well, no, they were actually worse than what you are assuming here. And so you can use those as well to help too. And then additionally, you want to make sure then too that as you're tracking everything, that you're keeping a log of who you're going to see when, so all of your care providers, so that you're not missing anyone. So it's important that you document. And then the one thing too that's kind of that fuzzy area is going to be your non-economic damages, your pain and suffering or quality of life issues. And the way that you can document those too are with a journal. You can use a journal or a calendar to keep track of, hey, I used to do this thing. I used to go bowling on Wednesday nights, but because of the accident, I have not been able to go, and then slowly started to go back months later. Or if you have to use somebody to help you out around the house or things like that, use those receipts and things like that. So the one thing we wanted to touch on today was what evidence can you use that'll help your case win. There's a ton of stuff out there, but it's just important that you document all the way from the beginning. Having your head in the sand and going, well, I didn't really know what to do, isn't really a great excuse. And so it's important from the get-go that you're keeping detailed records and that you're setting stuff up and saving things. Those photos are important. That data and information of the witnesses is important. Your own recollection is important as well too. So if you're in an auto accident, make sure that you're documenting everything from the very beginning, literally the moment of the accident, that you're out there taking photos and getting information of people that witnessed the accident. So wanted to leave that with you all today here on our Monday moment. Hope everybody's having a good Monday, and we will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye now.